Welcome in, Renegades. And look who stole my chair before I got to do the live stream. So yeah, I'm just kind of kicking it with the kitty for a minute until he jumps down. But we're going to do a big video today because I know I've made videos about staking before, and I just want the most people to be able to understand how to stake ICP, because right now I'm gaining like 30 bucks a week just by having 1,000 ICP locked up, right? So earning $30 a week with getting like 0.26 ICP per day. That is what's happening here. So we're going to go over all of these amazing ways. We're going to look at the Neuron calculator. I'm going to go over every single thing that there is to know about staking on the internet computer. And we're going to show you how to make the most money. We're making bank over here, guys. Even when the price goes down, we're getting a certain amount of ICP that's really going to skyrocket the future gains that we have. So we're going to go into some news first. What is up, Seraphin Padilla, Clipsters here, motivational sub. Hello, everybody. So I want to get into a little bit of news first, and then we're just going to go into staking. I'm going to show you how to spawn a new neuron. I'm going to show you how to disperse everything. We're going to do everything today. So this is a pretty huge part of the internet computer. If you want to make a lot of gains besides just the price going up, you want to earn extra ICP. That's the way to do things. Getting more ICP, like say you want a goal of like 5,000. Well, if you only have 3,500, you could end up with 5,000 by the time the bull market is in full swing by staking. So it's a good way to build your bags really good. But I do want to stop and talk about Dfinity real quick here. Now get ICP news and updates directly in your Dmail official wallet. And wow, Dmail network is kicking butt. All right, Dmail official. I thought I followed Dmail, but subscribe here and you can do this. I will actually link this over here. I do have a domain name, Bitcoin Renegade, .icp we'll call it. But yeah, Dmail official. And I just updated my website for one more year, bitcoinrenegade.net. So if you want to check out the website, you know, it has all my videos. It has just a lot of information from ICP. But yeah, I just upgraded that, and I have my Dmail email address, so decentralized email. That's pretty awesome. So let me just put it over here. Hey, what's up, Foxfire, my guy? I hope everybody is having a good Friday morning. I might start making videos almost every day now, like upload. I'll do my lives at the same time, and then I'll do like uploads a couple times a week just to update you guys on like the price and some news, stuff like that. But let's get over here. Let me just sign in here real quick. It kicked me out by the time I was last over here. Let me just sign in. And then we're going to go over staking right now. And then we're going to look at the price at the end. So stick around for a price prediction as well. So this is pretty interesting. Okay. So to get started, we're just going to start at the beginning. We're going to start all the way at the beginning. So on the NNS over here, we have a lot of different things going on. So when you get in here, I've already made a video on how to get your neuron. So that is something we're not going to do today, because I'd have to create a new neuron. So that's the only thing we're not going to talk about in this video, is how to get in here. You can follow my last video. I did a whole breakdown of how to sign up for the NNS. But so what happens is you'll start right here. You'll have a main account and you will have a address right here. This is going to be your address that you send ICP to the NNS, which is the network nervous system right here. And this is where the governance of ICP happens. This is how you stake your ICP. You can buy ICP on Coinbase or Binance or an exchange of your preference, and then you can send it over here. And I'm going to show you the benefit of why you need to do that. I have made a lot of money just staking I've probably made almost the same amount of profit with my staked ICP as I have when we pumped from $3 to $15. That tells you how beneficial staking the internet computers. Yeah, I have none in here right now because this is just what I use to disperse to my neurons and do all sorts of different things. So I don't always have stuff in this. I have like my plug wallet and stuff right now, or my Stoic wallet or different wallets. But I do send it over here when I need it. So this is what you do. You just copy this right here. You can also do CKBTC, and this won't be the address. So as you see, these are numbers right here and letters without any dashes in them. This is called an account ID. This is like your address, right? This is the address. Well, on the internet computer, they have something different called the principal ID. Now, if you want to know what the difference between a principal ID and an account ID is, well, the principal ID interacts from principal to principal, which is basically a way to send your ICP from a principal to this address wallet that you see here. So what the principal does is it sends it to this address. So if you have CKBTC, it's an ICRC1 token. So you cannot send this with a regular address like this. So you will have to go specifically to CKBTC, look at this PID, which you see has numbers, letters, and dashes in it. That's the one that you want. And then you copy this. So never use this address to send to here, and never use this address to send to here. Okay, actually, that's wrong. You can use the same PID. That's my fault. I thought they would be unique, but it looks like since what I was saying with the PID, it sends it to your account address. This is my PID for my Neuron, right? Or my NNS, whatever you call it here, system. And so this will send, if you sent like ICP to your principal, I wouldn't do that, but basically what it does is just send to this address. So if you send CKBTC, it's going to drop it into the address to this, but you need to use this one. I hope I said that in the right way. But you can get all of these different tokens here now. You can get Neutronite, which actually is the newest SNS to pass, and we'll go over SNS launches later. Trax, Gold DAO, Toniq, Nuance, ICX, Catalyze, Boom DAO, and you can stake each one of these tokens, right? So I don't have any Trax in here, but when we go into my staking, you'll see. So basically, this is your main wallet for all of your tokens. You can't stake them directly from here, but you can transfer them here into your Neuron and then stake them that way. And we're going to show you how to do that too. But each one of these, if you want to stake Dragons, OpenChat, Toniq, Trax, all those. So then we go to our Neuron staking. So what you do is you send your internet computer over here. If you want to do CKBTC, I'm not sure if they're staking for these two because they're not not SNS launches. We'll talk about in the future. I'm going to research that to see why these are. Well, they're over here. Let's see if they're in the Neuron staking, and they're not. So we just figured that out. The tokens are not. So CKBTC and CKF you cannot stake, but you can stake all of the SNS. So as you see, CKF, SNS1, chat, all of these ones. This is cool. So if we go into our Neuron staking here, there's a few things that you're going to notice here. Well, first is the internet computer select nervous system. So when you want to get a new neuron over here, you go to stake neurons. Then from your main account, which will be this one over here that I just showed you, where you send your main ICP, you go over here, stake neuron, it will take it from your main account and then say you want to do 1,000 ICP. And it's only a 0.0001 fee, which, I mean, you could do 1,000 of these, not even a penny yet. So hold on. This is what, 100, yeah, 1,000 is a penny. So like exactly 1,000 transactions is 1 penny. It takes 1,000, and so it takes 0.0001 ICP. Well, I don't know penny, but 0.001 ICP. I'm not exactly sure how much to a penny. How much is 0.01 ICP compared to a penny? Then you can find out. But anyway, it's a really good deal. It's like there's no gas fees. So you just do that, and then you create. You would create this, and then what it would do is it would have this neuron right here. But there would be one more information here. It would say, instead of stop dissolving, it would say start dissolving. So this would be different right here for the dissolving. And what dissolving does is, as you see with my countdown right here, 190 days, 2 hours, I will stop receiving rewards in 10 days and 2 hours. Anything less than 180 days, you can't vote. You do not have any voting power, so you do not get any rewards. So the last 180 days of this, I'm not going to receive, but this time limit gives you how much bonus bonus that you're going to get. And so if you start dissolving, that time starts going down. As you see in an hour, it'll be 190 days, 1 hour. So that's what we're doing here. And so if you don't press start dissolving, that time doesn't go down, but you end up getting something called an age bonus. So if you do not dissolve, you get an age bonus plus the dissolve delay bonus. So you're actually getting more rewards without dissolving if you have enough time. The age bonus starts out at like 0.03 something maybe on some of the SNSs. I'm not sure. It probably starts at 0 here. But yeah, so this is my rewards right now, 6.506 with the amount of 1,050 ICP. I have voting power of 113287. So as you see my maturity, I've earned 15 ICP that I haven't dispersed. I wish it would tell me how much I dispersed. So 13 I restaked back here. So I have 1,063.7 total, which is 1050 plus this 1367 right here that I earned from staking. And then I just spawned a new neuron right here about a week. I can do this every week. So every week I can get somewhere between 2 ICP and 2.5 ICP every week, which right now is about $34, $35 every single week by doing nothing, just staking my ICP. And I only have 1,050 and it's only for 190 days. So if I up this to like 300 days or 500 days, I would be getting this bonus, this dissolve delay bonus would go up and it would be like 14, 15. And I'd probably get like 10 ICP a week, which is $130 a week. So if I increase this delay, which you can do, so here, let's go over these buttons real quick. You can increase your stake, which means you can add more ICP to the 1050 and your time will stay the same. You'll just have more. And then you can add to that anytime you want. You cannot decrease it though. Just remember that. There is no way to decrease your amount of staking, and there is also no way to have this go to 0. You have to wait 190 days before you get your ICP, period. Or you can sell it your whole internet identity, which is how you log into here and log into every dApp and everything. I don't recommend doing that unless you don't have any dApps that you use or wallets, because it will sell everything. So there's basically one way to sell it on ID Geek, which is by the guys of NFT Geek. It works. I actually used it. I had 1,750 ICP, but financial things happen in the bear market. So anyway, then we have the increased delay. So now you can take, I'm 191 days right now, right? So I could update this. I could say, hey, I want to do 800 days now. And you can see my voting power goes up 200 points. It will also give me a very big increase in my dissolve delay bonus. And we're going to go over that here on the calculator in a minute. And so, yeah, that's what you do. You can increase your stake. You can start dissolving, which will get rid of your age bonus. But it will start down the counter. If you do not press start dissolving and say you have 190 days, 2 hours, it will stay at 190 days, 2 hours until you start dissolving. Once you start dissolving, then that age bonus goes away, but you still get this 7% bonus until past 180 days, until it goes past that. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to go over the next two things with you. As you see, I have 15.42 ICP as maturity. This maturity actually equals ICP exactly. 15.42 ICP is 15.42 maturity. It does change based on these rewards that you get, change based on the price. But it looks like I haven't lost a lot, because this is what I was getting when I was at $3, guys. This is the same exact amount of ICP I was getting when ICP was at $3. So I was only getting like $5 a week. Now I'm getting $35 a week, just in a couple of months. So this is why you really need to stake and be in this for the long term. Not financial advice, but this is what you need to do if you want to be successful in ICP. And I'll show you exactly when to get in, how long. So why do I have my dissolve delays? Before we go into the next part, why do I have this at 190 days, 2 hours? And why do I have this one at 5 years? Are you not 8-year gang? Well, yeah, I'm 8-year gang. I'm going to do another one for 8 years, but I'm going to wait and I'm going to not dissolve for a little while. And then I'm going to press the 8-year right in the middle of the next 20. I don't even know if it's going to be the next, but the one after that, I think 8 years. Right now, we'd almost end up like, yeah, if I wait, like, if I do it now and then wait a year to start dissolving, then I can end up in like the 2032 bull market, 2032, 2033, right? So that's why I do it. This is going to end me up in this bull market. This is going to end me up in the next bull market. And then the next one is going to end me up in the next bull market. And these are each going to unlock during the bull market so that I make the most money, guys. This is how you do this. I'm not playing over here. We're making money for sure. So, but we move on to the next thing now, and you can stake your ICP, which will put it to this staked ICP, which adds to my 1050 up here, like I said, or you can use this 1.75 to spawn a new neuron. So we're going to do both. I'm just going to stake a very tiny amount so that you can see, so you could do all of this 100%, 1.75 ICP back in, then you get more voting power, more rewards, more maturity. So it's called compounding your ICP, you're staking, you're basically making money on the money that you made from making money, and then you're making more money from the money that you made money to make money with making money, something like that. So, but right here we are doing, we're just going to do the minimum 1%. I'm doing this for the sake of the video. I'm actually going to spawn this neuron, and then we're going to go over that. But so right, I do want to get more ICP for the bull run, but you know, it's kind of nice to have ICP at 13, 15 bucks and taking profit. So I'm going to do that. So here we go. I'm going to do 1% or 0.02 maturity. So let's go look at this number right here, 13.67. So that number is going to change as soon as I do this, 13.67. So it's going to be 13.69. There we go. And then confirm, stake that maturity right here to ICP, locked up, maturity equals ICP. That's all there is to that. So let me get, okay, so it's 0.68. I guess I had a little bit less than 0.67, but anyway, yeah, so I have 1.74 available now, but as you see, this number went up. So my total now, instead of 1063.67, it's 1063.68. So that's pretty interesting. And then if you want to spawn a neuron, what does that do? Well, you can actually withdraw this ICP. You don't have to stake it and lock it up for the 190 days. That's what I've done with this amount, but this amount, I can actually go to spawn a new neuron. Well, you can burn maturity, which is ICP, to mint new ICP tokens. So maturity equals ICP. You're burning maturity to mint new ICP tokens. This will cause a neuron to be spawned in your account. In 1 week, new ICP tokens will be minted and added to this neuron. At that time, it will be possible to disperse the new ICP tokens from inside the neuron into an account, that main account that I showed you, the very first one. The quantity of new ICP minted will depend on the ICP price trend at the time, and you can see the wiki page right here. The newly minted ICP may be seen as income by tax authorities, since it's a kind of cryptocurrency and you should plan accordingly. I don't know about that. So yeah, always contact a tax authority if you can afford it. So 1.74 ICP, I'm going to spawn this, and every week I'll have money coming out. Every week I got, you know, it's pretty cool. So as you see here, this has 6 days and 23 hours remaining. So it's going to take 7 days for this 1.74 ICP to unlock. And then I have another, I think, 1.75 ICP right here, which is going to unlock in 1 day and 14 hours. So almost every single week, as you see, I did it 5 days ago, and then now. So you can get like 30 bucks every 5 days. This is crazy. And then I have my next one dissolving, and what I do with this one that I want to show you that's different. As you see, I have 0.33 ICP staked. Well, why don't I have any available here? Why can't I stake and why can't I spawn? Well, if you go and you look, where did it go? Right here. So advanced details and settings. So neuron ID, date created, dissolve date, neuron account, last maturity distribution, January 5th. And then down here, automatically stake new maturity. I don't want to spawn new neurons on this one. This is my long-term bag. I want it to grow. I want this 5 ICP to become more, and I can add more ICP to this as I see fit. And I can just automatically now, I don't even have to come in here and let this basically stake all my new maturity. Well, how do you earn maturity? How do you earn that? Well, let's go down here for a second. As you see, I'm following. So this is how you vote. You can either go on to vote on proposals and do each one of these by hand, every single one, and vote yes or no, which they have a lot of them now. Or you can do the easy way, and you can go to your neuron staking, go inside of your neuron, go down here to following, go right here to follow neurons. And then as you see, I have 3 on all except governance, seed, and SNS fund, governance, SNS neurons fund, network economic, and then I have 1 on every single one and then 2 on that one. So it's all up to you what you want to do, but you basically just go in here and then add followee, and you can pick any one of these to follow, and they will vote for you, and have a couple just in case they don't vote. The ones that I choose are the Definity Foundation, Internet Computer Association, and we're not going to do that one anymore. And then you can unfollow them too if they're not voting, or you have to, do whatever. And always check, your ICP that your staking is going up. If not, maybe you aren't following the right people in your followee place, because that's huge. If you're not getting rewards, you're probably not following the right people, which is Definity Foundation, Internet Computer Association, and all of these different ones. You can do iclight.io. You could just follow Jerry Banfield if you want. You can follow anybody if you want, but those are the ones that I recommend, and they vote for you. That's how I get maturity. I don't do nothing. I come in once a week, spawn a new neuron, or stake my ICP. That's it. I don't have to do a lot. It's easy. Once you set it up and get it going, nothing to it but to do it. And it's pretty simple. They made it really, really easy now. It used to be super hard. And as you see on this one, I do not automatically stake my maturity, because this is my one that I can farm and get my ICP out, and I do stake as well. I do both. It's like when I need the money, I take it out. When I don't, I stake it, period. So it's good. It's like, man, I'm good on money right now. Let's stake 5 ICP, which I did a couple times. So I'm like, yeah, sometimes things go really well. So let's go to the SNS. Now, this is a way that you can interact. You send ICP over here, and then they have this thing called a launch pad. Okay, all of these tokens are available on ICP Swap, Toniq, IC Lighthouse, IC Dex, Bitfinity Wallet, all of the decentralized exchanges. As you see, I actually participated in this one, the IC Ghost, and it went absolutely parabolic and like 20x or something after that. So my 10 ICP was like 200 ICP after that. So yeah, we made a lot of money with Ghost. So there's a lot of money, but each one of these, they do a launch. So they ask the community on the governance, on the vote, they ask, hey, can we launch, a DAO? And the community votes on it and says, well, yes or no. And they said yes on Dragons, Open Chat, Toniq, Hot or Not, IC Ghost, Mod Club, Boom DAO, Catalyze, ICX, Nuance, Sonic, Gold DAO, Trax, and Neutronite. This one, I also did 1 ICP as I didn't have as much money, and it went parabolic as well. We talk about cryptos that absolutely skyrocket on this channel. We are doing big things over here on the Bitcoin Renegade ICP platform, because what's here on the internet computer? CKBTC. Why are you Bitcoin Renegade and you're on ICP? Now you know. Okay, but yeah, so each one of these, you will go down to the very bottom here and you'll see proposals, and you can vote on these proposals. Once it goes live, you'll see it up here where you can buy the tokens. So you basically throw money in your ICP account, go over here to the launch pad, pick whatever one is up here if it goes through on the vote, and then if it reaches the minimum amount to become a DAO, which is a decentralized autonomous organization, which means they can use the voting system to upgrade their system, and the developers no longer have 100% control. It is ran by the community. So each of these, including Open Chat, an actual decentralized chat app governed by the people for the people, is now a decentralized DAO as well. So this is just awesome. Now we're going to look at how to make the most money. How are we going to make the most money, right? I already told you kind of how, but now we're going to show you. I told you, now I'm going to show you. But I want to show you about your voting power. It is determined by the state of the dissolve delay, whether it's dissolving or not, and calculated as neuron stake plus stake maturity times age bonus times dissolve delay bonus. So if you start dissolving this, the age bonus will be 0. So it will add nothing to the whole total. Then it would, so it shows here the 1050 plus the 1368, plus, which I staked, remember, times 0.1 times point, because that's my maturity. So it's not 0, it's 0.1, sorry, or 1, because 1 times 1 is 1. I don't know why I said 0. That's my fault. But yeah, 1.07. And it equals 1,132. So that's how you do that. Now, I have this unlocking. This is gonna be a big part. 190 days, 2 hours. Well, when does that end us up? We're gonna look at that. 5 years, 224 days. Do I want to do it at the peak of the bull market? No. I want to do it halfway through the bull market. I could have started, like I could have this unlocked right now and made a ton of money, but I'm not doing that. I want to make life-changing money. So basically 190 days, 2 hours, 5 years. Okay, let's go in and look at this. So 1,000 ICP. Let's just look. 6 months, right? So 6 months. Not going to get a whole lot, because anything before 6 months, you don't get 180 days. So let's just go to 7 months. Okay, 7 months. This is like mine. So I'm going to get 0.3 ICP in a month. That's not right. This is not right. I showed you every week I'm getting 1.75 ICP. So you're getting more. I don't know what this is saying. So let's actually try 1063, because that's what I have. 1063, 7 months. It says only 0.32. That's wrong. So you actually get more than this thing. Remember that. Remember, you're going to get more than what this says. But so 7 months. Well, when is 7 months from now? Let's just look at a calendar. Yeah, I guess we can look at a calendar. 7 months from now. All right. So we are in January. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to be unlocked somewhere in August of 2024, which is summer, which right before Rectember and then Pumptober. So that's why I did that. I wanted to see what would happen in Rectember, not even sell anything, maybe take some profit in August, buy back in Rectember, and then, take, a lot of profit in October, but probably not. What I mean by take a lot of profit, the little bit that my short-term bag that I sell here, and then buy back here and then sell here, my long-term bag, I'm probably waiting until next year, till 2025, somewhere in November of 2025, but I want to have my ICP available. So this is when everything is going to go crazy. Somewhere between August and December of 2025. This is when I'm really going to sell my big bag of ICP. Somewhere right here, my 1,000 ICP I'm going to sell. And then I'm going to wait until about 2027. Right here, I'm not going to buy anything in 2026. Not at all. That's the bear market, the first part where we're going down still. 2027 is the year you need to watch. This is when you need to buy crypto again, a lot, not financial advice or trading. But I would be buying somewhere around February of 2027. This is when I found out the best purchases are made. Somewhere between February and April of 2027. Again, not financial or trading advice. This is just what I noticed. So if we take that information, then we go back to the neuron and we look, okay, this one's 5 years to 224 days, so almost 6 years. So if we look at that, we're talking 5 years, 2029. So the end of 2029. So this is pretty cool. So it should end up somewhere around August of 2029, which is going to be the bull market. And then boom, I could sell somewhere from August to November, right? So this is the plan that I have. Yeah, I could hold this one for another year instead of 109 days because we have another year till the top of the bull market. But I want to see what happens. I just want to see what's going on. So this neuron calculator, let's show you some stuff that does work. And just remember that it might actually give you more rewards than this. Just remember that. So actually, we'll keep it at 1,000. But what I want to show you is my 5-year one. And then we're going to go to the 8. So 5-year, 220 days, we'll just say, yeah, about 5 years, 8 months, between 7 and 8 months, 5 years, 7, 8 months. So 5 years, 8 months. So if I have 1,000 ICP, so say instead of my little amount over here, the 5 ICP, what if I decided to lock this one up for 5 years until the next bull market? Well, I would end up with 680 and 62 extra ICP on top of the 1,000 that I have. So I get 1,000 ICP that I lock up. I earn 662 more, which is a 66.27% interest increase or return on investment, or 11.04% annualized. What can you get from a bank? 1%, 2 maybe? So you're getting 11% here per year, which if this is worth $13,000 right now, you just made about $8,000 more. So you turned 13 into 21 without the price going up or down. Now, if you buy in the bear market and the price you buy at $3 each, that's only $3,000. Now you have $13,000 plus $8,000 and you only spent $3,000. So this is how you make money in crypto. This is so simple. It's easy. I mean, ICP price went down and it was hard to do all of this, but I stuck with it. I kept my conviction and now it pays off. Now we kick butt. Now we take profit every single week. Free money. That's what we like. And you can either compound this, which means you put this back into staking like I did over here, and with this 13.67, or you can spawn the new neuron and take it out immediately. And in order to spawn a new neuron, you need at least the equivalent of 1.0526 ICP or 1/95th% to spawn a new neuron from maturity. So this is cool. So now if you go 8 years, okay, I think we're going to do 8 years for the staking period, or 9 years for the staking period. This is what I might want to do very soon. And then 8 years for the dissolve. That's as far as you can dissolve it. So if I decide to go for the 2031, 2028, 2029. Yeah, 2032, 2033. So we're talking 9 years from now. 9 years from now. 2033, 2022, or 2032, 2033 bull run. So 9 years. Well, how much ICP do you get for that? Well, if you have 1,000 ICP and you wait 9 years, you don't press that dissolve delay button over here, which would say start dissolving. You don't press that for 1 year. Then you press it after 1 year and you have 8 years of that countdown going down because that's as long as you can do it. So you don't press that button for a year. You press it and then boom. So if you want to start it right away, you can do that too, just 8. But you see, you'll get less, 2073. You'll get 1,073 instead of 1,254. So you're getting like 170 more for that 1 year, and then you start dissolving, and you get more than double your ICP. So if you had put 3,000 in, it's 13,000 now, you're gonna have like 30 grand. By the end, just from what you earned here. That's a price staying at $13. And we're probably going to, $100, $200, maybe, possibly, hopefully. So, I mean, imagine that. You spend $3,000 on 1,000 ICP at $3 or even at $13. And then it goes up to $200 and you're getting 1,254 ICP. You're either taking it out, spawning new neuron, or you're staking that maturity for longer. And you will always want to go on the bull market, 2024, 2025. 2028, 2029, 2032, 2033, 2036, 2037. Those are the years of crypto until they're not, until the cycle breaks. But as you see, this is a whole lot. You can see how it goes up. In the first year, you get 202 ICP. Second year, you get a little bit less because the longer you're staking, the more maturity you get, right? So if you get this down to like 7 years, and then you're like, oh man, I want to bump that up again, you can move it back to 8 years. Because 7 years, you only get 1189. 8 years, you get 1202. So that's 11 more ICP. So and that is still with not pressing that thing for 2 years, though. That would be 2 years on that one. So this is kind of interesting. Come play around with this. I'll hook you guys up with this link, and you guys can come over here. Obviously the network nervous system link is in my description always, so you guys can always find that, but I'm going to give you this over here too. And now let's take some questions, because I think I went over basically everything here. If you need help with that neuron calculator, hit me up. This is what I do. I'm a numbers guy, man. I love math. I just do numbers. My head just it's easy for me. So if you need help, just let me know. I'll do what I can. I'm not going to financially advise you, but I can, like, if you're having problems, I can be like some kind of support or something. If it's not too hard, and if it is, then I'll send you to Definity or something. But great times. Thanks for posting. You're welcome. Thank you guys for being here. Need some clarity, Bo. Is voting power the anticipated ICP will have when the dissolve delay is over? No. So the voting power is the amount that I think I explained it, and you probably asked this before that, but let's go over it again. So the voting power is basically the amount of your dissolve delay, your age bonus, and the amount of ICP that you have in the account. The anticipated ICP is the maturity. And you can either spawn that new neuron and get that maturity in your main wallet, or you can restake that maturity and put it in that neuron and lock it up with the rest of the time. Very good question. After I dissolve and disperse back to wallet, can I retake back to their neuron? Yeah. No. Okay. I almost said yes, because sometimes I think of the whole network nervous system as a neuron, and it's not. I need to remember. My brain just is having a hard time with that for some reason. My brain can't wrap around that. But no, you can't. Once that neuron is dissolved, that neuron is gone. So each neuron is going to have a specific neuron ID number in each neuron. So as you see, my 1001 has a different neuron ID than the 51. That way they can differentiate them. The voting goes to the correct neuron. But when you vote, say you do a manual vote. Let's go into that real quick, and then I'll get back to questions. I just want to show you the manual vote real quick. If you, damn, I got to sign in again. It kicked me out. I was out for like 2 seconds, but I like that. I like that because it keeps my ICP safe. If somebody comes like behind me on my computer, or I leave my phone somewhere and that app is open, they can just take my ICP. No. So I love that they do that. This is what is so secure about the internet computer. They're keeping my money safe. Because if I forget my device somewhere, especially I don't do anything in public, but just say, hey, I leave my phone out somewhere, you know, I'm like, I do a purchase. I need to send some money from my Neuron to Coinbase and sell it real quick and then buy something. Now, that's happened to me at the store before. I like forgot my wallet or something and had to use my phone. But so that is going to keep my stuff safe. So if somebody gets my phone, it's unlocked because I'm already dealing with it. It's already on this page. It kicks you out. And then you have to re-put in your Neuron ID and your thumbprint or your passcode. But anyway, I want to show you guys how to vote. So if you're going to vote, it's pretty simple. And the cool thing about voting, let me bring you back over here. The cool thing about voting, so let's just go here, vote on proposals. Then we'll just go to this one, NNS canister upgrade. And this is how you get your maturity, your ICP. You vote. And like I said, you set up people to vote for you. But what I want to show you is this right here. Neurons. I have 2. So you don't have to go into each neuron and individually, oh man, I got to adopt it on this neuron. Then I got to go to my other neuron and adopt it. No. If you look at this, watch, I'll adopt. I'll say yes. I'll use my 1,142.2 votes for this proposal. Yes, I'm sure. And then so adopting proposal system canister management neurons registered 0 of 2 so far. So watch this. So as this goes through, you are going to see both of my neurons voted. See, I have 9 voting power on my 5 ICP one, which is a different neuron. And then I have my 1132 one, which is a different neuron. And they both voted with 1 click. So that's pretty cool. I think that's a great feature that they have over there. Good question, man. Thank you. It's okay, Palanga, man. That's my girl. What's that? Restake. Yeah, you can restake. And I do that a lot. Well, like I said, when I don't need the money, when like things are going extremely well. So all this profit we made in this last couple of months, all profit. I haven't touched it. I haven't taken nothing out yet. I'm waiting for the bull market, man. So I will live frugally. I will buy 2 Sprites at once because they're a discount until the bull market gets here, because we're going to make money, man. And I'm going to show you how, and we're going to do this together. You know, and you guys are smart too. It's not like I have to show you everything, but when I got in this, I had to do the same thing. I had to watch other people's videos and like, how do I do this? Like, what is going on? This is cool. But yeah, that's what we do. If you research, you're smart, you make money, you know, because you do your research. So, ooh, 0.45 ICP a day, 15 ICP a month. So we're talking 150, let's see, 150 and then 15 times 3. You're talking almost $200 a month there. That's nice. That's really nice. So are you dissolving or not? With 1,000 ICP. So he's getting almost double the amount that I get per week. I get like 2 ICP a week. So 8 ICP a month. Yeah, he's getting like double the amount. basically a little less than double on the rewards because I think I get 0.26 per day. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Good job, man. 2031. 2020. I mean, that you could, because we could see a big down in 2031 like we did in 2023 before 2024. So maybe 2027, yeah, 2031. You might be right on that one. You might be right on that. I think I got that wrong. Right, you're right. Good job. Decrease the delay back to 6 months. Okay, we can do that. I mean, 6 months gives you nothing. But yeah, so if you do the dissolve delay 6 months, and then you have the staked ICP and not dissolving, wait a minute. So you can, dude, what? Hold on, you see this, right? We just figured out something crazy here. I never knew this was possible. You just kind of cracked a code without even knowing you were cracking a code, bro. 9 years. You can still make a lot of ICP, even though the dissolve delay. So you could put this, oh, that's, yeah. So you could put this staking for 20 years. So if you didn't press the button for 20 years, okay. So if you waited 9 years, so the cool thing about doing it this way, I just figured out something really cool because you did that. Thank you. I love my subscribers. Smash that like button for my subscriber. He's the shit. But anyway, so if you don't press that button for 9 years, you will only have 6 months left after for it to dissolve. You won't get any rewards after, but you'll only have to wait 6 months with it being locked. So what you could do, say, hey, 4 years comes up, the price goes crazy, we're still in the middle of the bull market, saying like 2032, the last part of 2032 going into 2033, the biggest part, and you're like, okay, well, I want my stuff in 6 months. Well, you just go over here to the dissolve delay, and then you start dissolving, and then you'll be ready in 6 months, no matter how long. So it matters how long you wait, not the dissolve delay. That is so cool. Whoa. So, because if you don't want to wait 9 years, something happens in 5 years and you're like, man, I need to take it out in like 6 months from right now. Things changed. Things aren't the same as they were when I did this 8 years ago, 9 years ago, or 4 years ago now. So I need it in the next 6 months. So you just go press this button and you can get it in 6 months. But if you have this higher, this is the countdown that you can't stop. This is the timer that doesn't stop. Okay, so 6 months is the minimum you could do. So I'd do like 181 days or 180.1, whatever. And then you could do 5 years and not pressing that button. And just in case, this is just for like careful people. I wouldn't do this. Maybe I would with a different neuron just to see like if it works, and but I like to have different neurons for different things. I'm gonna have an 8-year neuron, a 5-year neuron, and a 180-day neuron very soon. So yeah, those are the things that I do to make money. Good point. Good leading me there. Remember, you don't get any rewards for under 6 months. Exactly. Foxfire is smart. But it's dissolving, so it would be the 6 month delay minimum. If it's dissolving, yes. If it's not dissolving, you can leave it at 6 months and you can just count that staking, it's not the staking, but the staking part is weird. They call the actual staking part the dissolve delay. And then the staking part. The dissolve delay is when you're not dissolving. Yeah. And that's that time that you see there before it dissolves. And that dissolve is when your timer is going to end. So one of them you can, change by just pressing that button. The other one, I think 66% over 5 years. Okay. I'm just doing stuff off the top of my head. Mostly it works. So sometimes I get it wrong because I'm human. The delay is 6 months, timing the cycle. You might be right too. I like people that are smart too. Let's do some math. Timing the cycle may be difficult. Not really. I did it with Bitcoin. I told my mom exactly when the top was going to be in 2020. I said, wait, 18 months from right now, we're going to see the top. 18 months later in November, top. Just saying. It's worked so far. So. Oh, yes, dude. I almost spilled my soda all over my laptop on that one, but thank you. Dude, that's so awesome. I love this channel. Please also check out the Internet Computer Pirates. We are the pirates, Dude, if it's a project on the internet computer and you're part of that project, hit me up, bro. I'm just trying to be out here like shilling good projects. And if you have a good project, I will shill your project, bro, if it's on the internet computer. I have a question. The Launchpad on the internet's dApp. So when new projects come on Launchpad, can you just swap ICP coins? As I don't have Toniq or that on my mobile. Exactly. You can send ICP directly from Coinbase over there, directly from anything. You do not need to use any decentralized exchange. This is all on the blockchain. This is all on the nervous system. So it's all ran by Canister smart contracts. So there's like nothing that you have to worry about over here. And as you see, when you leave for a couple seconds, it kicks you out just to keep your stuff safe. This is what we need in crypto. We need to be safe. Our money needs to be safe, period. So that's the 8-year. Okay, let's see what he said here. The dissolved data. Oh, yeah. Okay. And the funny thing is, I do want to show you one more thing. Just kind of, it's funny that he said that. And you guys always like add to my videos. I love it. So if you have this dissolve delay for 8 years, as you see, you cannot do the staking period for less than that. Well, what do you mean? So this counts not only this time, so it doesn't start until after this. Let's just show you that. You cannot dissolve something before the dissolve delay starts, right? So you can't have 6 years and 3 months when your dissolve takes 8 years. The math doesn't make sense there, right? But if you have 8 years, 6 months, then basically you have 6 months before you press the dissolve delay, then you can dissolve this, okay? And this is just showing you there's not an actual button for pressing the dissolve delay at a certain time. You have to press it whenever you want to. So you could do this as long as 12 years, longer than that, and then press it for 8 years. Or you could do 6 months and do somewhere around 19 and a half years and get almost 2,000 ICP. I don't know why you do that, but who knows? You know, you never know what could happen, right? So internet computer pirates, throw that up again. Great work, Bitcoin Renegade. This is the type of content that helps. Yeah, this is why I do staking videos so much. And I update them as they update the app and as I think new people are going to see it. That's why I know a lot of you old people here are like, yeah, we've seen staking videos from you, but there's so many new people coming in right now. We need them to be safe and know how to make money in crypto. 2031 is when the 2023 8-year neurons are free. Very smart, dude. So this is a good plan now. I think we just kind of figured out if we start staking neurons for 8 years, or even 7 years with a dissolve delay, we could do it, or 8 years and a dissolve delay not being pressed for a year. You could do it in like say 2022 all the way till then. So yeah, that's so very smart of you to recognize that. That when you buy crypto's cheap then too in that part of the bear market. So you can get crypto for super cheap and then stake it for 8 years. And then, if you have it for that 6 months, you could take it out in 6 months at any time. That's a good little trick. If you could have a long-term bag and be able to get out quick and pump that maturity up, pump those rewards up, and then get out in 6 months if needed. If not, you just keep doing it, keep going. That's the cool part, man, that you don't like. I hate being forced to do stuff. That is the world nowadays. You're just forced to do so many things. Like you're doing something and everything's cool, and then you're forced to do something you don't want to complete what you were already doing. It's like, man, I do not like being forced to do stuff. I want to have a choice with what I'm doing. This gives choice. So cool. 8-year dissolve delay for 8 months if you're dissolving immediately. You can't dissolve immediately and have. You can't do that. So 8 years for the dissolve. Yeah. So basically you have that a little bit backwards. You need to have the staking for 8 years and then the dissolve delay for 8 months. Or if you have the 8-month one, you could have the dissolve delay for 8 years and then not press it for 8 months. So I think that's what you're trying to say. Maybe we got backwards on that, but yeah, 6 months. Okay, you were saying the minimum. Okay, anyway, yeah, I just want to encourage you guys, if you need help, reach out. If not to me, do it on Definity on their official Reddit channel. There's a Dfinity team over there. Their Telegram channel, Dfinity official Telegram channel, go over there and check it out, or just ask me. Either one, it doesn't matter. I just want you to be able to do everything you need to do. And if there's questions I didn't answer here, then it's my fault and I need to help you. So, all right, guys, that being said, goodbye and good ICP.